Hello. Hello. Happy Mindset Monday. What is going on? Hello, everybody. Who do we have here? Say hello. Drop a like in the chat, please. That'd be super cool. Why isn't this playing? What happened here? Hi, everybody. Trying to see what's going on with my little... Pop this open. There it is. All righty. Okay, who do we got? Lucida, Grasshopper, Sarah Anna, excuse me, Dina, hello, Days. Me in the chat. Hi, myself. Michelle, hi, Mer family. Hi, Scorpio. Ellen, Ashley, Tam, Rajdeep, Tammy, Migle, I think. Hi. Jerry, hello. We got our other Tam in the house. Luna, Kaylee Jane. Did I already say Ellen? If not, hello twice. Or if not. Tiffany, Lori, hello. Valerie, hi. Luna, Mansard, hello. Brendan, Tara, Rashi, hello, everybody. Tabby Cat, meow, hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Mindset Monday. Judy, hello. How are you doing? I like how on one side of the chat it says, hello, hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. That's what the emoji, that's the code for the emoji, hand pink waving. Lucy, do you like my tarot dress? Thank you. I know I don't wear this dress often, but I busted it out today. So yeah, it's full of tarot cards. Making me feel very witchy today. I have super witchy claws right now. Angie, hello. Been a while. How you doing? Mimi, Anna, hello, everybody. Luna. Playboy Bunny, hello. Playboy Bunny said hand pink waving. I love life. Life is funny. Dave, hello. No, you're right on time, Dave. We just started. I'm still even in the space of saying people's names. So like you couldn't even be more on time. Black Goddess, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Please like the chat. Go ahead and give us a like. Let us know you're here. We got 65 people. 65 people and 16 likes. Let's make those numbers match. Oh, now it's 72. Okay, now we really got to make the numbers match. If you're here, if you're just joining, please like the chat. Hello, Ezzy. Happy Mindset Monday. Thanks for joining. Asa, is that how you say your name? I hope I said it right. I apologize. Courtney, hello. You said a notification came on when you were listening to Night Night Affirmations. Oh, perfect. So you were trying to fall asleep, and now here I am screaming at you. Well, good night. I apologize. Rebecca, hello. Synergy fam, what's up? Aisha, okay, good. Cool. Aisha, hello. Welcome. Maricel, hello. How's everybody doing? What's the good news? Tell me what you've manifested. What's our positive stuff? Let's start off on a high. What are we celebrating? What have we manifested? What's our good news? Kilopoptar, hello. Lauren, hi. What where have we been? We have some mindset wins. Oh my gosh, Aisha, I just saw your OMG. Aisha, I just saw your I keep hearing the song Aisha. I used to love that song when I was a kid. Aisha, I keep focusing. Your what is it called? Your avatar? Your photo says I am so lucky, and I zeroed in on it. I don't normally really, the pictures are kind of small. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not usually looking too much at the pictures. And so I'm, if you are on my email list, then you would know if I sent out an email today that we are doing, I'm doing the lucky me syndrome for the master training this month. I know it's all over the internet, lucky me thing, and plus it's March. So St. Patty's Day, it always reminds me. Days like lucky syndrome course. Exactly. So because I was like, okay, since I'm doing this lucky me, I got to then we're doing lucky me, of course, because we're all lucky. We don't have to be a girl to be lucky. Everybody, we're all lucky, so it's for everybody. So lucky me syndrome. Do I need to text Leanne? I just realized Leanne's not here. Let me text her. I have been listening to the lucky me, or I'm the lucky, I'm lucky affirmations and subliminals and stuff. And my husband and I have been saying it to each other. We're just, fucking around. And I zeroed in on your screen, this thing, the picture, the avatar thingy. So all that to say, hey, it's working. I'm so lucky. I am so lucky. I'm so lucky. The one I listened to, it's funny because the like no shade because I kind of talk like a valley girl too. The girl the girl that does it, it's like, I'm so lucky. You're so lucky. I know, I'm so lucky. So me and my husband have been saying like that, like no shade or whatever. I know I record affirmations and I imagine there's stuff that people probably like make fun of the way that I say. So it's no shade. I understand how it is to make them. I'm not making fun of you. I don't want to make fun of the way you talk in any way. It's just, and my husband even was like, she kind of sounds like you, but it's just funny because she's like, I'm so lucky. And it tickles me a little bit to hear in like that Valley Girl kind of accent. So, anywho, we are doing the lucky me syndrome master training this. Oh, you guys, wait, hold on. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. I've been waiting for access for this for a while. I have to take this off. This is the only thing that sucks. Look at this. Ha! Do you see the QR code? You can scan that but then I'm like, how are they going to scan the QR code if they're on their freaking phones? Like, I think somebody needs to think through this thing a little bit. But there's a QR code. Maybe you can screenshot it and then like boop it into your QRE thing. And Leanne is gonna pop. She just popped it in the link link in the chat. So I'm gonna pin that. Yes. Okay. So I'll leave that up for just like a couple seconds, and then I'll put back the. Oh wait, it didn't take all of the stuff away. Oh, that's not too bad. All right, we'll leave that up for a minute. Because how cute is that? Okay, so let's see what people have manifested. Let's see what our good news is. Oh my God. I'm just going to tell you guys. So you know how sometimes, like, never mind. It's such, no, okay. I heard to keep scrolling, but I heard it like in Fred Durst. So it made me laugh. That's all. Okay, let's see what we got. Tiffany, hello. Ooh, Tiffany, thank you. Tiffany said, congrats on 1 million views on the sexy affirmations. Thank you, Tiffany. We are very proud. It's our first 1 million view video. And of course it would be on those sexy affirmations. Babies have been made to those affirmations. Literally read the comments. The comments are like hilarious. If you ever need a good laugh, if you want a good laugh and to see success stories at the same time, read the comments on the sexy affirmations. I've said it before, but they're it's gold. It is fucking gold. So it can be a little, it's not PG, I'll just say that. But hilarious. And anyways, congrats to that track. And thank you for everybody who has listened to it and continues to listen to it, because we really, Malachi and I love making music. So it's really our passion. So we love to do this stuff. And we really like get a kick out of being able to do what we love and have other people enjoy it and receive it and fucking make babies to it and shit. Like, that's crazy. So thank you, everybody. Oh, Lucita said it was raining and hail and now the sun's popped up. Yay, here comes the sun. Marley, hello. Dave says, manifested really fast physical healing for myself. I'm getting over a cold and I'm feeling great today. Yes, congratulations. Roxanne says, I don't think I'll ever get over it. Roxanne says, manifesting cute new clothes. Have found new things for super cheap. Found a pair of shorts 90% off. Nice. And it doesn't even matter how much they cost. You find great clothes and you always have the money for it. You always have the abundance for it. You always have an abundance of clothing. You always have an abundance of wealth and prosperity, and there's always enough and more than enough, and you're just so appreciative of how you get to just wear what makes you feel good no matter the price. So I'll tell you guys a little secret of or not secret. This is a tip that I use for like shopping. Okay. This is how I shop. So whether I'm in person or online, when I'm shopping, I make it a point to never let the price be the reason I don't want something, even if it is. Even if I'm like, "Oh, that's cute. It's like $3,000." I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't exactly go with the look. I don't know. I think it's cool, and I'll still even put it like in my like. For example, I'm styling my music video right now, so I'm going to be filming a music video. Hopefully in June. That's the projected date, and so I'm like styling it right now. So I'm like looking for the pieces for the looks. So I'm like screenshotting things and saving things to like different like Pinterest folders and like Etsy folders and shit. So some of the stuff like on Etsy, like some of the stuff I'm looking at literally like $3,000, and I just have to be like, okay, cool, yeah, that's a contender. I do like this. It would make blah 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 blah. Money's not an issue. It doesn't matter how much it costs. I just want the right look. It's going to be whatever. Whether or not I'm gonna spend $3,000 on it or not, is not a whatever. It doesn't who cares. Like that's not the conversation. The conversation is I can't let that trip me up and make me feel less abundant when I'm like I'm looking at clothes, I'm looking at outfits or whatever it is that you're shopping for, even if you're in the grocery store. Like if my eyes see a price that I just instinctively know my old self will be like, nice, yeah, right. I make it a point to be like, "Oh, yeah, I could do that." I don't know if it's like, I'm either like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, cool, I don't care, price is not an issue," or I also, like, literally rationalize it, like, does it actually like, it may be a $3,000 item, but does it actually go with what I want? Is it precisely the exact thing that I want? Because if it's not, like, who cares? You know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, okay, it could work, whatever. And you just kind of like treat things like there's no price that's going to make me scared. I'm just looking at the thing. If I like it, I'm going to have it, period, because I always get what I want, period. Like we get that part. But don't ever, like, that's my personal rules. I won't ever make price a reason I don't do something. And I'm saying, even if it is, like, I'm lying. Like, I'm lying to myself. And not lying, but I'm like really like searching for the reasons why it doesn't have to, you know what I mean? Like, I want to tell the story that it does not matter what the price is. I'm going to get the thing I want. Sometimes the thing I want is the least expensive thing. Sometimes the thing I want is the most expensive thing. I don't care. I always have the money for it. That's the narrative. So, just a little, when you're shopping, when you're buying anything, when you're looking for homes, when you're looking for, again, grocery shopping, clothing shopping, you know what shopping is. You've been there, you know what it is. Cars, whatever you're doing. Like, never make price the reason you don't do it. Give yourself a different reason so that you don't make price the thing. Like, even if price is the thing, like, shut up about it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Actually, I just like, the colors kind of, I don't know, it's not right. And like, price doesn't always mean something is amazing because it's more. Sometimes it is amazing because it costs more, but you can still rationalize your way into like, well, I'll definitely consider it and put it on my list. I'm still trying to find like the exact same, like the exact perfect thing or whatever. And if it's a contender, it's a contender. Cool. Next, just like not really making it a deal, you know? Okay. Let's see. Sarah says, I'm about to do the Pixar story writing program March 1st. I can't wait to learn how Pixar writes stories. Yay. That sounds so awesome. So fun. So exciting. Please let us know how that goes. Eternal abundance. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate you saying that. Complimenting my outfit. Thank you. Or my style. I shouldn't say like it. Kelly Pop Tart manifested getting a paid day off. Nice. Heck yes. Today. Is that why you're here? Were you able to come now? Luna says, okay, I did a manifesting test today. I affirmed for 15 minutes something specific. I always see purple dragonflies. I come home and my friend shared a reel of a tarot deck with a purple dragonfly. There you go. Because you always see them. So what else do you always see? Like thousands of dollars coming into your account every day? I always see that. Dave says, I had an experience where my SP couldn't be further away, but I got the feeling the universe is doing it deliberately so I can get better. Awesome. Go with it. Like the universe is saying, I know what it is you love about her, but she sucks. So I'm going to get rid of her and get you someone else who has those things. Wow. Wow, Dave, proud of you. Hey, listen, that's a great step to be at because now you have turned the corner from needing it to be this person and having to fit the old story of them through the mold of your new standards versus just having someone come through that fits the new standards without all the baggage, right? So that's awesome. Congratulations. And also, here's the other thing. For me, that kind of moment of letting go was what allowed my husband to appear to me with the standards. So it actually for me, the person that did come through was the person I had my eye on. So it can go any way. Like I really cannot say who it is that you're going to attract into your world, whether it's a better version of that person or someone that's already what you want. But either way, cool. Best case scenario. Awesome. Congratulations. Judy says, I've been manifesting lucky girl life and it's working. Like what? Who would have thought that it would start to work? I know. It's kind of nice. Yeah. You're just like, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Yeah, everyone's kind of on that wave. So I was like, let's make this the master training. Let's like dive into it. If we're all doing it and we're all like experiencing it, why not like go deep with it? Valerie says, I manifested a coworker that never came to work to quit and for them to hire a new amazing person who likes to work that ended up being my friend. Yay, how exciting. I know that I know there's other members of the community that I've talked to that have manifested like coworker change, which is always a plus, right? When you have somebody that's like, yeah, not doing it for you. Lucita, you've been listening to Lucky Girl Affirmations too? They're fun. Day says, literally, my anthem this year has been Lucky by Lucky Twice. I've never heard it, but listen, it sounds like a good song. It sounds lucky. Ezzy says, I manifested to win a PS5. Oh, ooh. I know my husband's probably jealous. Maybe you can manifest to win one, babe. I'm like, what's wrong with the PS4? I'm not a gamer though. So, well, I mean, not that I don't think my husband's a gamer, but when he do be playing in the Hogwarts game, I know he really wants the Hogwarts game. He has to wait till April, so he's really sad about it. Valerie, you loving the new affirmations I put out. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, we love doing our affirmations. Please stream them. Listen to them. I mean, if you don't have to, but please, if you want to, if you like them. Miglesa, I know I'm gonna say your name right one day. Says, where did that go? Where did that go? Oh boy, I lost it. What a great day. I got a concert. But the guy who invited me to play didn't like my tone, so I canceled it. I love this manifestation because I feel my worth fully now. Yeah, absolutely. You don't like me? Bye. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Let me get out of here. Killer Pop Tart, how long are we live today? 90 minutes from this beginning. Leanne, thank you, Leanne. Leanne already said that. Lauren says, positive contact with my SP, aka my person. Now we are pedal to the metal to the next thing, the commitment, because we are already together. I also manifested a $1,400 bonus check. Nice. Congratulations. Mer Family said your SP calls you every time you listen to that track. I just saw someone else that was like, they texted me while I was listening to it. That was like yesterday. I saw that comment. It was a new one. Tam says, I had a great game today. Everything is truly working out for me. It is. Congratulations. Ezzy says, I'm focusing more on my self-concept more than manifesting my SP, so I'm seeing movement. Oh my God. Say it louder for the people in the motherfucking back. And I'm going to say it slower for the people in the back. I apologize. Ezzy says, and Ezzy, I don't know if I remember, is this your first time here? Or have I feel like I don't remember seeing your your name or your avatar before. So, and I apologize if I have. Ezzy says, who again, this is one of your fellow manifesting community audience members, says it right here. I'm focusing more on my self-concept more than manifesting my SP, so I'm seeing movement. Oh wait, I can show these. Hold on. It's been a while. Where's the thingy? Where is it? Come on. There we go. Right there from the mouth of the babe. I'm focusing more on my self-concept more than manifesting my SP, so I'm seeing movement. As in, like, obviously, right? Like, you know it. You already know it. Everybody here already knows it. It's just like sometimes it feels so compelling. It's like the 3D reality is so compelling and we're so wrapped up in what it looks like, what it sounds like, what we're hearing, what we're feeling, what they said, what they did, what they haven't done, where they're at, blah, 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 that you're forgetting in every single moment. You're creating that by reacting to it, by bracing for the impact of the not so fun reality that you have created for your situation. You are further creating it. So you have to really like, I'll share you something something I shared with my private client. So without giving away anybody's personal information, basically, she is somebody who is a very nurturing and caring person. And throughout her relationships, she has kind of been taken advantage of, right? That's usually what happens with nurturers and carers. They, not usually, but they can end up with people who take advantage of that, right? So she ended up having this pattern where she would give, and then as soon as she felt like they were pulling away, she'd start to pull away right away so that she wouldn't like overgive. And that was creating this back and forth in her life. And I was like, listen, you are like a lover and a nurturer by nature. It's against your nature to pull back and to withhold. So you need to open wider. When it feels like they're pulling back, you need to change the story. They're not pulling back. They just didn't answer their phone, or they just haven't had a chance to text back yet. 111 in the chat. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We want to not have some story about like they're pulling away, because that's going to make them pull away. It's going to cause them to pull away. And so that's one, change the story. Oh, they're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going great. They're actually coming closer. And then you go closer. Not saying that you need to like throw yourself at them, but you continue giving love instead of pulling it back. And if you have back and forth relationships, you're going to find that there is a pattern. There is a moment when there's like a switch flipped, and you'll be fine and secure and everything is going great in your relationship. And then all of a sudden, what if this, what if that, what if, meh, meh, meh. Sometimes that shit happens within like the first 10 minutes. Sometimes it's like an ongoing thing, but there is a point of like, before you felt defeated by this person, or like when you're like, in the attraction phase, when you're feeling yourself and you're feeling really great and you attract the person, everything's fine, right? Like that's the high area, and you're going. And then all of a sudden there is a power dynamic flip at some point, and you start to feel like, am I good enough? Is there someone else? Could there be? Why would they hang out? Why me? Blah, blah, blah. And you start doing that stuff. And that's when you close off. They feel it. So they not continue, but they do whatever it is that you are afraid that they're going to do. And then you start the back part of the back and forth cycle, right? So it's really important that when things start to feel like they're not working, you make sure that you continue working them as if they are. You continue doing the process as if they are working. You have to keep up the momentum while it feels like it's a down, while it feels like nothing's happening, while it feels like nothing's working, because that's when you're pushing through and making change. Jen, you're not late at all, actually. Like I think we were like 15 minutes in when you got here, maybe 20. Not even. Leanne says, I recently noticed that it doesn't matter if I'm spending $6 or $60. I always get this feeling in the pit of my stomach of like, oh no, I'm spending money. Yeah. So, okay. So that's just something to like hear. You're back in 360. So that's just like 360 stuff, right? Like, oh wow, okay. So when it comes to spending money, I have an emotional, like a visceral reaction to feeling like the stress of spending money. Okay. So that is programmed in. That's going to be deep, right? This is where 360 comes in and we really start separating feeling from thought. Okay. Because now that you're aware, now, every time you go to spend money, you're gonna feel the pit in your stomach, and then you're gonna say, "Fuck, I'll spend 600,000. I don't care. Give me the thing. I want it. Here's the money. Bye. End of transaction. See ya. Let me go enjoy my thing." Right? We make it not about the money. Whether you have $2 in your account or 2 million, don't make it about the money you're spending. Focus on the energy or the thing that you're getting from this exchange, because that's what money is not a thing. It is a concept. Okay. So when you're spending, whether it is a tough purchase, if you're spending your last money, if you're over, I'm going to go there. You don't treat it that way. You don't tell that story. You change and you control the narrative during that process, but you still have a pit in your stomach. And I think this is where people maybe get mixed up, as they think because they have the pit that it's not working. No, bitch. Pit with the bit. Let's go. Who cares? Pit. I don't care all day. I'll pitch you. We'll get fucking pitted, bro. Like, who cares? I don't care. Pit all day. Money. Right? Like, the pit has nothing to do with what you do with your mindset and what you do with your concepts about money. So you have the pit and you continue pushing through the story that who cares? Of course I'm spending money. That money that I have unlimited amounts of it, and it gets me the shit I like. And next, what's the problem here? You know what I mean? It's a different kind of energy. And then that's how the pit dissolves. Over time, the pit will dissolve, but you're going to be working through having the pit and needing to have a different mindset about it. You're going to notice that your body is still going through the motions of that visceral response, even though your mindset has changed. And you got to keep going until, well, forever. It doesn't really matter. You don't ever stop. There really is no until. Rebecca says the pit is just the result of the past affirmations. Exactly. It's just the old program still kind of living out in your body, but eventually you'll have the new program down. And I noticed this when I was working on not beating myself up, and I did something that was like, it wasn't really that bad. It's just, I've told you guys about it, but it was just kind of like a dumb, like, I could have done it. Okay. Oh, girl, I'm on my live stream. Come to my live stream. Yeah, come on it. Where am I going? YouTube. Roxy Talks. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, maybe I should put my phone on silent. What was I talking about? Oh my God. I just drew my freaking password wrong 5 times. Now I can't get in there. Industry influence. Hey, long time no talk. I and I. I'm going to call you I and I. Okay, pits. Jen, thank you. Oh yeah. So, I noticed it when I did the thing. It's when I effed up my jury duty, right? And normally I would really beat myself up for doing something like that, because I have this story of like, before I got my ADHD diagnosis, I have this story of like, I can't adult, or I'm like, I felt lazy, or like I have this bad memory. Like I would just be so hard on myself because I'm such an overachiever that I couldn't do these everyday tasks that every other person can do. So once I got the diagnosis and I was able to kind of let go of kind of beating up on myself for all these things, then I noticed that when I did something where I normally would beat myself up, I noticed that like my mindset was fine. I wasn't even like mad at myself. I was just like, whatever it is, I'll let it go. It's fine. I had my moment and I was like, whatever. And I was fine with it. And I knew that it would be okay, but my body still felt like it was being punished. I felt like I was in trouble. I had that knot in my stomach. I felt so shitty about myself. But I wasn't thinking shitty, and I wasn't mad at myself, and I wasn't beating up on myself. And I was like, okay, so my body's still programmed for the feeling of being punished. but I'm not punishing myself. So I had to make sure that I really worked through that. And now I don't really feel it as much, right? Like I had to push through and feel like I needed to be punished or like I was being punished and not be doing that like on a regular basis and kind of I always think about Jillian Michaels, but like really pushing through these hard points, because if you give into your old self, you don't make change. You don't like put that stress on the muscle or the habit in order to actually like cause it to be redirected. So industry, do you want me to call you by your real name? You joined by your business page on accident. That's okay. I wasn't sure if you were just you wanted anonymity. Which I understand and respect, because I normally don't even like, there's people in my personal life that are here right now, but I don't even like I don't let anybody know who they are, because I just don't, it's like their lives is not this. We don't need any people from the internet trying to like connect with people I know. So I like to have my, my own separate space away from the internet sometimes, all the time. It's at big parts. You get it. Anna, hello. Anna is, can I tell them what your new chapter is that you're doing, that you just started? Nay says, hey, Roxy's real friends. Yeah, they're just like hiding in the chat. Okay, so Anna is Jen says, I know there's another Jen with an interesting nickname. There is another Jen with an interesting nickname. And some of the people on this chat know that nickname and that person, but I don't think she's actually here. Okay, Anna. Anna is in my business mastermind, and she is in real estate, and she has been feeling like she's been called to be on camera of some sort, or like be on video, or maybe make a podcast or whatever, but she wants to kind of start putting out her message. But maybe like not really knowing where to start, and kind of just having this like, I think just there's some apprehension of being on camera maybe, or maybe being seen. We'll see, right? But she just messaged me yesterday, and she's like, I'm doing my podcast. What ring light do you use? So I was like, yeah. So I sent her the ring lights I use, and just like sent her like, I counted, because I was like, how many like minutes? Because it's an Instagram voice notes with like a minute each, like 12 different voice notes about like, okay, this is what you need to do for your podcast. Do this, and this. And just so that she kind of like starts on the right foot and captures everything and whatever. I'm trying to stay focused, but everybody in the chat is talking 111, so I'm getting distracted. So basically Anna is starting her podcast, and I'm really excited for you because, like I said in the chat, like you're working through fear, and that's really good. And just being able to reach people in a new way and express yourself and have people hear you and get the benefit of your energy, like we've talked about, is going to do so much good. And there's going to be so many people that you help that you'll never know. There's people that are listening right now that will never comment, that I have no clue, right? That are here all the time, or that listen to the podcast that I will never know about. But I know the information that I'm sharing, when applied to anyone's life, is going to make life-changing transformations, outcomes, whatever. So sharing like from your heart, and sharing what's on, in your soul, and sharing in your passion, you're going to connect with the people who need that information, and you're going to help them, and then they're going to change other people's lives as well. And so this is how we change the world. So congratulations, Anna. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear your podcast and check everything out, and just like watch you and guide you on your journey. And like, fuck yeah. You're very inspiring to me. You've like literally, since we've started talking, you just are implementing, you're doing things, you're up leveling, you're facing your fears and looking at stuff. And it's been an inspiration to coach you. And I'm just excited for where you go. And thanks for popping. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm reading the chat. Popping in. Geminis. Yeah, there's Geminis in the chat. I know. Yeah, I knew you were going to be excited about that. Leanne, your south node's in Gemini. My north node's in Gemini. Oh yeah, you just said that. That's why I get along with industry and influence. I got that Gemini, my north node. Shantae, you're a Gemini too. I didn't know that. Marley says, Roxy, your videos have helped me a lot. It's a work in progress. One has to be disciplined and constant. Thank you. I appreciate you and thank you. And yes, exactly. This is a never ending thing. Marty, thank you so much for the super chat. I just saw that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for the divine number. And thank you very much for your generosity. So I'm so good at remembering what I was talking about. Nope, it's gone. The chalkboard has been wiped. Jen says, I'm not shy. If someone is helping me change my life, they're going to find out about it. No more invisibility. And like, really, what is invisibility anyways? It's like dimming your shine or hiding who you are or preventing yourself from doing things that actually bring you joy and actually light you up and connect you with your reason for being on the planet. Because why? Because someone else might not get it, because someone else doesn't know how to do it for themselves, because someone else might judge you, because whatever, all those things. It's not even like a real thing. They're going to do what you're saying they're doing. So if they're going to judge you, judgers be judging. If they're judging, then they're going to judge you. But don't give them that title. Don't give them that power to do that to you. They're going to accept you. They love what you're doing, or they don't even notice you. They're not even on their radar. Goodbye. Who cares? Like changing the story about them and then allowing yourself, I don't care what they think. And even if I did care, who cares? Because they think nice things. So who cares? They think nice things. End of story. Goodbye. Back to me. I'm going to do what I love. And this is something this is a thing that's been coming up a lot. I talked about this like for the last couple of weeks because Kyle Cease was talking about on his chat the day that I gave the last month's master training. I talked about not, doing things that were a 10. When you're doing things that are a 10, when you show up as a 10, you're giving your 10 to everybody around you. When you show up at anything less, you're not giving your best self. When you're doing any sort of task that is not a 10, you're doing a disservice to yourself in the world. And I went onto Kyle Cease's chat and he was saying the same thing. Another speaker was saying the same thing on the same day. This idea of like, you are literally doing harm, even if you're doing a 9, because a 9 is preventing you from a 10. And when you're at a 10, you're going to be able to be in the flow and be in contact and be in connection with all of the money or whatever abundance that you need, all of the love that you need, the relationships, the connections, the opportunities, the feelings. You'll have everything that you need. You won't need to do all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tasks in order to maintain your life. You can stay at 10 and everything will come through. But we need to learn that we have to give ourselves permission to do that, because for most of us, our 10s are something that society has told us like can't make money or isn't good enough or whatever. We don't think that we're able to sustain it, or we have all these reasons why we can't just do the 10 thing, and they become true. So learning to give yourself permission to do the thing that you resonate with most, the thing that lights you up the most. And it's not always about work or money or like a big life passion. It could be just like, I need to turn on Mariah Carey right now at the top of like the highest my speakers will go and sing at the top of my lungs, period. And if and when I do that, I'm going to be able to show up here as a coach today better because I did that. And that's actually a true story. This literally happened today. And as you can see, like I've been doing a lot of things today to make sure that my vibe and my place is in the right spot. And I've been working for a while, actually. I feel like I've kind of gone back to like a 30 days of alignment type thing, where I've just been super like, I need an overhaul, like everybody gets stagnant no matter what level they're at. Eventually you get stagnant. So something has got to create that push. You have to give it to yourself, right? So doing the things that make you feel like a 10 in the moment. Again, it's not always this life, big grand purpose. It's not always something tied to money. It's just about what you feel the best at doing right now. and right now, and then right now, and then right now, and then tomorrow's right now, and then next week's right now. And then following that bliss, like a lily padding, hopscotching from like one bliss to the next, the next, the next, you'll soon create a life where just a bunch of great shit is happening and you are just enjoying every minute of it. And actually that's like oh my gosh, Judy, thank you. I was just going to say that's a perfect time to talk about the lucky me, because that's kind of essentially like what we're going to be talking about, is like really creating your own luck, but like kind of making a space for yourself where you get to exist as a happy, grateful, joyous observer and experiencer of life, and delight in the newness and the freshness and the fun and all of the experience that is, I don't want to say dying, but just dying to get to you, darling. Just like wants to be with you so bad and just wants to show you so much excitement, right? So, I was just going to say that. And then I looked over at Judy with a super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I just signed up for your Lucky Me class. Thank you for everything you do. You're amazing. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for signing up for the class and then throwing a super chat down to say that you did. Like, that's fucking like you. That's abundance. Not saying that anybody has to do that, but just like, thank you. I appreciate it. And that seems like such a comes from a place of appreciation and gratitude and abundance, and just knowing that life is working out for you and that that's going to come back to you 10 times, over 100-fold, whatever it is that you feel. But I feel the abundance and I feel the appreciation. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you on the training. It's going to be fun. I says, I'm so stagnant right now. Listen, you're in the right place. Finally, after, I don't know how long have we known each other? 13 years. You're in the right place. This is where we congregate and move through shit, because like we all kind of go through it and we're all on this journey together, and we're all like going through the same shit at the same time, just like in like different areas and on different levels. Nay says, an abundant queen. Yes, absolutely. He said way longer. Is it? Chris was asking me yesterday, like how long? And I was like, I don't know, 13 years or something. Is it longer than that? For how long? 14? Trying to remember. Okay, so where's my crystal? Whew. Man, I felt so much energy rushing through me for so long, and it just like all left. That was kind of crazy. 15 years? No way. Oh my gosh. I wish I could say that's half my life, but it's not even half my life. I'm older than that. I'm older than that being half my life. But that's cool. I like being older. Like, I would not trade growing up and being in my 20s when I did for being in my 20s now. Like, no offenses to you guys, but like, fuck no. Like, I'm so glad I went through my 20s and stuff when I did and not now. Good luck to you guys. This is why we're manifesting, right? You can do this. You can get through this. Okay, Alexis, thank you so much for the super chat. Alexis says, I'm noticing that I have things to do, but I don't move. Instead, I just affirm until I move. Could take hours. Is there a faster way? Alexis, do you have ADHD? My first question. Not to diagnose you in any way, but that is like one of my biggest roadblocks with ADHD. I'm recently diagnosed, but that's something I've been dealing with my whole life. So one, that's immediately came up to me, because if it is, then definitely you can, go down the road of looking at the type of healing stuff. Jen says, I've been 27 over a decade. Sorry, I'm staying focused. See, we're so good at it. Fuck. Okay, I can do this. I love when I'm talking about it and yeah, because I'm affirming it. It's like, hell, you called me? You rang, bitch? I'm here. And I'm still working on what I'm doing for my affirmations of it. Yes, I know I'm affirming it, just so we're clear. Okay. I just affirm until I move could take hours. Is there a faster way? I I'm like, am I the right person to answer this question? Because I have the same, like, I mean, I literally go through the same thing every day. You said your brother definitely does, maybe. So maybe. Yeah. Okay. So you might. Okay. I'm recently diagnosed and I'm still kind of in the phase of like accepting and understanding. I have yet to really start diving into like, how am I going to manage this? And that's fine. That's me. This is my pace. I'm kind of one of those people that needs to like overstand something before I can kind of like make a decision. And that's what it is what it is. Um so my way of this is okay. I came up with something recently. I'm not saying that I do this. This is just something that came to my mind if I can remember to do it. Is like okay. When you have something to do but you won't move, that is basically so that's like your executive dysfunction mixed with like procrastination. If you have ADHD. So, like the kind of the dread of doing it causes you to do nothing. So one of the things that came to me recently was if you're just going to do nothing for hours, why don't you just go do something you like to do for 4 hours, let's say? And then by the time you're done doing the thing you love for 4 hours, oh god, I got to do that fucking thing real fast. That's actually a lot of times how I work. If I have like something that I have to do and it's just like, oh, stress me out, I don't want to do it. Usually if I'm procrastinating, I'll procrastinate it right up until the deadline and then like 15 minutes before, you know? And so if I'm going to do that anyways, why not spend the entire fucking day listening to Mariah Carey or whatever, doing my thing instead of scrolling in that I can't move phase, right? Or whatever it is that you do when you can't move. So someone said breath work. Again, this is I'm not gonna pretend to be the best person to ask about this because I literally go through this myself. I just went through it like over the weekend, but also then here's the other piece. I'm also easy on myself because I also work my ass off. And sometimes I need to do nothing and that needs to be okay, you know? And so if I get the thing done, which it sounds like you do, right? Like, and that's again, and it just what your comment just sounded very like ADHD to me. Just knowing like how people. You should follow the pages on Instagram too. That helped me a lot to kind of come to terms with like this is what it is and like separate myself from it because I blame myself for a lot of those things and now I just recognize that's just how my brain's wired. Period. It is what it is, and I can choose to handle it how I handle it, but I'm not going to treat myself like I'm shit because of that thing, right? So part of it is this forgiveness. Maybe you can do something you actually want to do at that time. Like if okay, fine, I'll just go and go do what I want because I know I'm going to end up laying here for hours. I'm going to end up sitting here for hours. Let me just go do something I want anyways. I'll go fuck off and I'll actually be productive because I'll be in an energy of flow and appreciation and gratitude and openness versus an energy of stagnation and can'tness. So if that helps. Okay, yeah, and these are just like I said, I don't have a ton of answers for you, but I know there are answers out there. There's Reddit subs for ADHD, and I would look into getting diagnosed, especially if it's in your family. And then you'll be able to have like resources for it, and then at least if you know that's what it is, then you can target it in specific ways. And that's just kind of the way I'm working with it. It's allowed me to forgive myself for a lot of these things that I would be really hard on myself about. And now I can work around them knowing that that's like kind of like what's going on with the brain that I have been affirming, which I understand that I am affirming that. Oh my God. Jen, I was just about to reach for my water. I'm like sitting here so thirsty and I look at your comment and it's about drinking water. I'm so fucking aligned lately. There's a real affirmation you can use, okay? You know how I always talk about using affirmations that people when When they're just affirming their 3D reality and it sounds like something you want, use it and say, like, use that. And that was so true. I have been so aligned lately. Mm. Ah, delicious. Okay. Um, Dina. Exactly. I'm so fucking aligned lately. Valley Girl affirmations. When I first moved to Colorado from California, people used to say that I had a California accent. And I'm like, there's no such thing. And then my grandma, like later in my life, made a bunch of like home movies on into video, like DVDs. And there was this one where me and my cousins, we made like a real world. That's how old I am. We made like a real world video. And sure enough, I had a crazy fucking accent. I was like, whoa, I did have a California accent. They were right. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Jen says California doesn't have an accent. It does. Like, I had one. They were not like, I used to think that I was like, you guys are dumb, like whatever. But then I heard it for myself like years later. I was like, oh, I fucking had an accent. They were right. They really were right. Lucita says my cousin from Texas made fun of my Valley Girl accent when we would visit. That's funny. Hey man, we can't help it. It's what people talk like in LA. It's like a melting pot of people. We got so many people, and it's just this is how we talk. Jen, are you gonna argue with me because you went to San Diego for 2 years? So, sorry, I'm wrong. Jen's right. Adore. I love Adore Delano. Just side note, I'm in one of her music videos, and I'm also in one of Alaska's music videos. But I had to wear a mask in Alaska's video, so you can only tell it's me because of my tattoos. So if you like the Queens, I'm in Adore's Adore You video, and I'm in Alaska's video for the Tea, I think is what that was called. And there's like a bunch of queens in it. So I got to meet, well, I've met like quite a few queens. Because when I was living in Denver has like a super poppin' gay scene. And I have a lot of peoples in my fam and my friends group. So I was very I don't want to say highly involved, but I was like super in the scene in Denver before I moved. And so because I was also modeling, they would like call me for like music videos and stuff. So I got to meet a bunch of queens and like hang out with them and stuff. So we love them. We love our queens. Angie says, I loved her on American Idol when she was Danny Noriega. Me too, when she was Danny Noriega. And I remember, because I loved her too. And when I saw it kind of was probably part of why I instantly loved her, but also because, I mean, obviously I would love Adore. Like, we have similar kind of vibes. So, but she's very sweet. Okay. All right. Focusing. Marie says, thoughts on traveling alone if you have anxiety traveling alone. Again, another question I'm not the best person to, well, that's not true. I guess I traveled alone when I was a kid a lot. My stepdad worked for United when I was a kid. Before, September 11th, you could just like fly. So I would fly all the time by myself when I was a kid. Like up until 9/11 happened, like my freshman year of college. So pretty much my whole life I was flying a lot by myself. And as a kid, I didn't care. But now, I mean, I don't know about traveling, like going to a place alone. I don't know if I would do that, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't like. Sometimes I don't want to be like a lady out in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be safe in this world. So, which is all, my own mindset, whatever, obviously. But to me, again, I don't know if I'm the best person to answer that question. So I'm just going to move on. Maybe people in the chat have a better answer than me. Nay is manifesting your first trip to LA for your birthday. Yay, congrats. You'll be here soon. Jen, I know, I'm just fucking with you. Roxanne says, last week you recommended Mel Robbins and I checked her videos out and they were great. Thank you. I've already watched most of yours. Need new content. Yeah. Mel's awesome. She's got the same kind of vibes too. She's like, gives it to you straight. Jen says, you want an accent, go to Boston. Wowzers. I have not been to Boston. Lauren says, girl, I just had a few moments. You lived in Denver and it's my stepdad worked for your company. Oh, you work for United? You said I'm meant to be here. Wow. Yep, I lived in Denver for 20 years and my stepdad worked for United. That was my little life. Leanne says, I flew to Hawaii by myself and ended up making a new friend on the plane. Yeah, just like flying alone is fine, like getting to a destination to meet somebody, but I don't know if I ever see myself like going somewhere by myself and like just like going and being a tourist somewhere alone. I don't know if I would do that. I know some people like that, and like I have a friend that goes on, this girl is like going somewhere every month. She's like going on backpack trips alone and shit. She's like going to Sedona. She's going this place, that place all alone. I'm like Roxy could never. But like I don't know. I don't know about that for me. But to each their own, right? Mohammed, hello, welcome. So Lauren says, I'm a Colorado girl. This is the first time I'm able to join a live. Welcome. Yeah, I lived in Colorado a long time. There's probably Colorado people. Well, I'm sure there's people from all over, but there might be Colorado people on here because I lived in. Mimi, DIA. Yes. Are you asking? What are you asking about? Are you talking about the conspiracies? Because yes, I've seen that stuff. And is that where my stepdad used to work? Yes, he did work there. So you want to go? Like, if you want to go, then go. Like, don't listen to me because I have limiting beliefs about traveling alone. And not that I don't know if I'm limiting beliefs, but I just have different feelings about it personally. But I know that like a lot of people really love it and they get a lot of fulfillment from it. I just don't know if I'm one of those people. So I don't think I'm the right person to ask for advice about it. But obviously your affirmations can be whatever. So I'll just give you some. It's great to travel. I can go in anywhere I want. I like to travel alone because then I get to experience exactly what I want. I don't have to worry about anybody else. I don't have to wait on anybody else. I get to do me. I'm by myself. I have plenty of time to think. I have plenty of time to connect. I get to really be in the moment, in the places. I get to soak up every moment of it. I get to connect to myself and to the earth in a new way. I get to experience myself in a new culture I live in. There you go. Jen's like, ooh, conspiracies. I can talk conspiracies. Me too. I love conspiracies. Love it. Oh, Lauren, you can tell I lived in Colorado because I call it DIA. I moved there when Stapleton was still standing and it wasn't a mall. They turned the old airport into like a mall. So Lauren says, traveling alone is so therapeutic. I was terrified of traveling alone before I got my job. Now it's all I do. Yeah. I don't know if industry and influence is still on here, but I know she travels alone sometimes for work and stuff. But I know she doesn't like it either. So maybe she's also not the person to ask. So, okay. let's talk about homework because I know like Mer family especially want to talk about homework. I want to hear like let's dive into last week's homework and what kind of stuff we got from it. Shantae and Leanne, you guys are talking about Hawaii. I keep being drawn to Hawaii too. A lot of times in my, when I go into my meditations, I go meet with my ideal selves. Lately, a lot like because it's always different. Like it's in like a different location most times. But lately, we've been like in Hawaii at like a luau at like dusk, and there's like a spit, like, where you put a pig roast, but, like, we put like, in my thing, we put, like I can't remember exactly what it is, I just remember laughing, it was, like, a big block of tofu or something ridiculous on it, and I just remember laughing and whatever, but I just keep being brought back to this scene of me it's so, basically, who's there is, like, it's all of my ancestors and kind of, like, my dead relatives partying, having a good time, just music, enjoying themselves, and then my ideal selves, and then their ideal selves have shown up too, and it's like this big congregation of, like, my spirit team, I guess, essentially, and it keeps that specific scene keeps showing up, in, like, Hawaii, so and I've been being called to Hawaii for a while, so I think it's time to kind of figure this out. But a 6-hour plane ride over the ocean, that does not make me feel very excited. I can't lie. Jen said I almost asked them oh, you said you didn't wanna come back, you almost asked them to turn the plane around. I thought you meant because the plane ride was too long. I don't know, I don't know what I would have to do for that time. Thank you, Alexis. Alexis is like, "You got this." Oh my gosh. So Lauren says, "If I'm your flight attendant, you won't have to worry about a 6-hour flight over the ocean." Yeah, because we're just gonna kiki the whole time. That sounds fun. Nay says, "I've been hanging out with my ideal self in LA," and you're coming here, and it's working. It's unfolding. Excuse me. Judy says, "Do you think it's somewhere like Thailand or is it definitely Hawaii?" Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, okay. This is gonna get weird. This is gonna get a little weird. So one of the ways I tell where I'm gonna be in my meditation is because if you took Epic Meditations, or if you want to dive deep into this, I just talked about this on Epic Meditations. It's available at roxytalks.com/new programs. But I start out on stairs and I walk downstairs and like my visualization of myself materializes like from the feet up. And so it starts at my feet and okay, so I'll tell you like, I don't know why I feel like I have to tell every backstory of everything, but I had this meditation one time where I was a man and I was like I don't know, I don't know enough about history, forgive me, but some sort of like an Aztec or a Mayan type warrior, but I was like the right-hand man to the emperor or the king or whatever, who was my husband. That was my husband, and we were together in this lifetime. And I remember that meditation was really vivid and weird and just came out of nowhere, and it was crazy because when the stairs started, like, materializing, they were like stone, like, they're like pyramids, right? Like the ones from, like the Aztec ones. And, and then my feet were like I had these, and now this is where it's like, I don't know if this is just like their way of kind of showing me what it is or if this is just my limited view because I have not really traveled outside of the United States. I'll be honest. I've been to Mexico one time. Other than that, I haven't traveled outside of the United States, so forgive me. But I see it's like these little like grass, like leaf anklet thingies that were on my feet around my ankles. And so the first time I saw those was when we were Aztec. And it was funny because as I was materializing, I was watching my body. I was like, No, not a man, not a man. Because I'm just like such a like a girly girl. I was just like, I don't want to be a man. And the really funny thing about it is that my husband and I were meditating at the same time, and he had a meditation in the same time right next to me where something was happening and I didn't want to be a man or something. So, anyways, so the first time I saw those grass like things around my ankles, or like the leaf things around my ankles, was in the Aztec one, and then now they've been coming back in this new one with the Hawaii thing, and there's been like hula type stuff. So, and like kind of like like drummy kind of tribally music. And so I've been told to go to Hawaii before in meditation, so I just get the impression that it's Hawaii. Does that make sense? Like I don't like I only have a few things to go off. So it is kind of like we're on this like kind of like jungly beach scape thing. But it's dark. It's always dark, and there's like tiki torches and things are lit. So it gives me Hawaii vibes, but I've never been to Hawaii. So it could be like very like what the society propaganda has put into my mind of what Hawaii is. You know what I mean? So yes, that's why I think it's Hawaii. I just have been it's like an intuitive thing. Like it's Hawaii. And I think if it was Thailand, I would know it was Thailand. I think they would tell me. But I also am I don't like flying that far is kind of scary to me. So I don't know if I'm open to that kind of stuff exactly yet. Like, I don't know if they're going to show me stuff like that's that far away, because even Hawaii is like far. I just don't like being like trapped in a confined space, like for 6 hours on a plane. Like that really just like, I want to have a panic attack just thinking about it. It stresses me out. So like I would love to go lots of, all over the world, but I always worry about that. I'm like, how am I going to get through this fucking plane ride? Anyways. So yeah. Yeah, I would love to go all over the place. So many cool places all over the world. I just have to like figure out a way to travel those long flights and be like okay, without like I just don't want to have a panic attack on a fucking tube in the middle of the air where I can't fucking go anywhere. You know what I mean? I know, because I would love to like go to Japan and Korea. All that stuff would be amazing. India, Thailand, anywhere. Obviously, I mean, I would go if I want to go anywhere. But in my head, it's like, except Australia. I always say mean things about Australia, but it's because they have spiders the sides of my head. I just like I'm good on that, honestly. You want to keep me out of your country? Have spiders the sides of my head. I'll just never come. No worries. No harm, no foul, no pain, no judges, no hard feelings. Oh, okay. Malachi said, Roxy can't crop dust in first class. You're silly. Psh, I'll do it wherever I want. I am me. I'm not scared. I'm just kidding. But if we were in first class, obviously that would be the way to go. We'd have to. I'm gonna need a bed to lay in. Thanks. Okay. We were talking about homework and then I got distracted. Mama. I know Malachi came into the chat talking about farts, and now everything's gone. We've lost all sense of composure here. I think I manifested that. I was just thinking about like fart jokes. Like earlier, I was like, that's what it was. I was like thinking, I was like, I wonder if there's like Reddits for just like fart jokes or something. I don't know where that thought came from, but I was just thinking about like, because I feel like my Reddit feed is not as good as it could be, and I don't know why it is about fart jokes make me laugh. If you can't tell I enjoy crude humor, then come on. You guys is fucking Oh, Mally says farts versus ADHD equals fartsman. Yeah, you're right. Cause it's funny as fuck and it like, yeah. I remember one time it was like when I was like early 21 and we were, you like go out with your friends and like everybody crashes at like one house. We're like all asleep on like this basement floor. And one of our friends was just like making fart noises and we were just like in the dark, like your kids, and we're just like crying, laughing, crying. And then they just started like saying fart noise. And it and just the words fart noise was making us laugh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we devolved in this. I manifested this. Too fucking thoughts are too damn powerful. Oh, Jamie said there's a Reddit for poop. No, I don't want that. That's too far. I don't like gross stuff though. I have a very like fine grossometer. Like joking is a funny. I don't want to. That beyond that, I don't want to know about you. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to. None of my business. I don't want to see. I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is that point in the chat where it just like it becomes God knows what we're talking about. Today it's poo. Okay. Oh my god. The pink poop emoji. That's so funny. Okay. All right. We can focus on stuff. Mama says, I'm a little bit of a lady, but fart jokes are funny. That's how I feel too. I'm like, I don't want to like we can joke about the funniness of it, but like, let's leave it at the joke. Like, let's leave it in the hypothetical sense. Right. I'm just like a princess. I'm like the princess and the pea. I'm very sensitive to touch, to smells, to like sounds. I I need things to smell nice. I need things to feel nice. I need things to be clean. That's funny. Okay, so homework. Shantae says, meditating on why I'm not doing my 10s showed me where I'm at. I was noticing my belief in 3D limitations. Instead of explaining, let me affirm, I have good enough time, energy, and money to do anything. Proud of you. There's 360 right there in action. I love that. Instead of explaining, let me affirm. Shantae, thank you so much. Thank you for showing us how it's done. Like, you can tell me your story through affirmations and I get the picture, but you right now are not even willing to tell that story. And I love that. And like, that's why you're going to be successful at pushing through that. Oh my God, Maricel, I'm so sorry. I apologize. She's eating dinner. I'm so sorry. I can't, like, I will turn something off. If it gets gross and I'm eating, I will turn it off immediately. I just can't. I can't even for a second. I'm going to throw up. I will literally like gag. I just can't do it. I'm the same. So I apologize. I get grossed out really very easily. Oh my gosh. Is it ADHD? Getting grossed out by stuff? Shit, everything is. Okay, homework from last week. Okay. Lucida, I'm sorry, you're eating as well. Okay, let's not talk about that anymore. We're changing the subject. I don't know how we got on there. Oh, Malachi did it. He would. He's going to be in my video, everybody. So you'll get to see Malachi's face in our video for our new song. Okay. No, I don't watch Love is Blind. So I don't know who that is. I apologize. Oh, sensory stuff. You're right. Sensory. That makes so much sense. Of course. Your Kelopop-Tart, thank you, obviously. The sensory stuff. Why did it take that to make me put that together? Of course. Because my senses are like they're already they're already activated. We don't need any extra, thank you. Mama says he's a little brother who pops in and gets us in trouble. He is. Malachi literally has been like my little brother for the last 12 years. He has been the little brother I didn't know I had. Angie, yep, you're so right. I don't know why I didn't put that together. Okay. We're talking about the homework because the homework was, and I'm just going to try to remember this. Ezzy. Okay, see, listen, we collect a lot of neurodivergent people here. Like, you're not alone. We got a lot of us here. We're just we're all attracted to the same kind of stuff, I think. So you're definitely not alone. Mally. Okay, so I'm good at staying focused. I'm so good at staying focused. We're talking about homework. What I remember the homework based on Shantae, thanks Shantae for reminding me, was wanting to have you, thank you, Leanne, list all of the categories of your life and find out what is being suppressed, why is it being suppressed, what is blocking you, meditate on the part of you that is suppressing your desire to express joy. Okay, so basically, you are going to look at your life and find out, like, let's say, like love, health, relationships, personal power, career, money, joy, leisure time, all of the important areas of your life. And you're going to look at, like, where am I not acting as a 10 or being a 10 or showing up as a 10? Where am I doing things? Where am I settling? Where am I being a 9? Because even though, a 9 is high, it's not a 10. And so even being at a 9 robs you from being at your highest. Sage, yeah, exactly. Lucita said Shantae is a homework rock star. I know, Shantae definitely always keeps us on track. So, Marley, I'm sharing the homework right now. So, and also Leanne does post it in the community.roxytalks.com. That's our free private community that everyone can join. Set up a profile, download the app, and then you can connect with people and kind of keep the Mindset Monday conversation going. But the homework was to look at the major areas of your life and then assess where and, like, are you doing 10s in every area? Do you feel 10s in every area? Or are you holding yourself back? Are you, what do we say? Suppressing yourself? Kind of looking at, like, where are you settling in each of these areas of your life so you can start shifting that dynamic and that focus and kind of inserting new things into your life that bring you joy, that bring you passion, that light you up, that bring you back to that space of, like, wanting to be here and being excited about why you're on earth. And then also crafting your life around that so that you can make that the norm for who you are and what you do and how you behave and how you think and shit. Tiffany says, I notice that I start to feel that nervous feeling the bigger I start to envision myself. Yes, absolutely. The idea of no longer associating with the old story that I am so familiar with, a death, creates uneasiness. Tiffany, do you listen to Kyle? Kyle talks about this kind of stuff a lot, of basically of, like, shedding the old you is kind of how he words it. But, like, you're always kind of essentially shedding old parts of you and having a death of the self. And let me ask you this right now. What do you think that you're going to be leaving behind? Like, what is it that's so necessary for you to keep your feet glued to the ground? This is the analogy I'm seeing. You're on a balcony. You have a balloon in your hand and it's trying to pull you up, but your shoes are glued to the ground. That's the vision they showed me. So, what's going to happen if you ascend? What's going to happen if you go bigger? Really look at that, because it's not like you're going to change who you are. It's not like anything bad's going to happen. You're still going to be Tiffany. You're still going to be loved and appreciated by the people who love and appreciate you. You're still going to be inspiring to the people who are inspired by you. I think the only thing that's really going to change is that you're going to love and appreciate and inspire yourself more. You're going to be feeling the effects that other people feel from you. You're going to be seeing yourself the way that the rest of us see you. I think that's kind of the difference between those two. So why is it a problem? What's wrong with you ascending? What, you're supposed to stay here forever? Why? Why you? Why do you have to stay here forever? How come we all get to ascend, but you don't? Sade, was I doing readings on Instagram last week? No, that is a scammer. I only have one Roxy Talks profile. I'll never, ever reach out to you for a reading. Please don't give your information to anybody on the internet. Don't give them any money. And please report and block I'm just going to affirm what I need to say. I'm so glad that Instagram is really on top of this and they're getting all these scammers off as soon as we report and block them, because they care that their users are being fucking swindled out of their money. These are the things I write when they're like, do you have a comment about why we didn't remove this profile? Yeah, your users are being swindled out of money and you don't care. I leave them some fucking comments. I'm like, I hope somebody fucking reads this thing. But no, it was not me. And I'm not going to apologize because I'm not going to take blame for that. And I'm also not going to take on the energy of that. But I wish that they were not doing that. And it's unfortunate that they are. I really don't want them to. And they're really trying it, honestly. No, they're not. Actually, they gave up. They gave up, and we're not even worried about it. Who? Never heard of it. They gave up. Oh, yeah, Leanne had somebody contact her pretending to be me, and she was like, can I mess with them? I was like, yeah, go ahead. She was like, they were like, what do you have a question about? And she's like, what do you see in my career? Or some shit like about her job. And they were like, she obviously knew it wasn't me, but I'm like, you guys are really doing some interesting stuff here. Lena says, so many scam pages from multiple manifestation coaches. It's horrible. Yeah, it is really sad. And I think it's because they've tapped into a market of people who will pay them for it. And I don't mean to, okay, I don't want to say desperate, but I'm hearing the word desperate because a lot of people in this community are really not in our community. I'm not saying that anybody here is anything negative. I'm just saying everybody wants an answer and they really want their answers and they're really like hurting. A lot of people are really hurting. And so that hurting frequency of needing the answers right now, it vibes very well with somebody who wants to take advantage of somebody like that. So, I think that they have tapped into a very good market for what they're doing because there's a lot of people that just want the answers and they want the help right away. But I see a lot of, I notice, I'm sure it's manifestation coaches, but I see YouTubers. That's what I noticed the most. It was like YouTubers that I followed is where I started to see it. Once they started following me, I was like, oh, fuck. Damn it. Then I opened the door from right there, I guess. But I kind of, just... And this is I'll fully admit, I kind of looked at it, it was like, as it was only a matter of time before it came around. And that's exactly what I did. So now we are going to keep saying that they've been shut down. They found a new way to make money that is helping people. And we appreciate them for finding a new line of work. So new homework. Lena, yes, you can manifest physical pain away. Check my, okay, Leanne just linked this master person class. Rewrite your specific person master training. But I also, can you guys link her the healing episode, please? The physical healing episode of the podcast. Yeah, so anybody that sees those fake pages, like my page only has Roxy Talks. There's no dashes, no dots, no ones. The L is not a 1. There's no underscores, nothing like that. And I'm never going to message you asking if you need a reading and some shit. So if you see that, please, report it and block that. That's, I guess, what we can do. And we're so glad that Instagram is on top of it, taking care of it. SG, welcome back. Thank you, Luna. Leanne's like, and she would never say sweetie. Thank you, Leanne. I'll never say hun, and I'll never say sweetie. And I know the difference between yours and your and your. I know the difference between there, and there. I always use my punctuation. Well, I use like 90% of my punctuation, but I use it. And I'm never going to call you hun or sweetie. If you hear any of that, run. It's not me. Okay, so. Whew. All right. What is our homework going to be? Or Grand Rising? That's probably the first time I've said Grand Rising, was just reading it right there. And Nay says, someone called me a princess. I was like, I'm a queen. Let's start there. Exactly. Okay, so homework this week is going to be. I'm just reading comments. I'm not even thinking. All right, I have to close my eyes. Okay, homework this week. Okay. 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 All right. We're piggybacking off of. All right, the next step of our challenge now. We can call this our 10 challenge or whatever. Your next step of your challenge. So, this is going to work for if you have done the homework up until now or not. So, if you have not done the homework yet, your homework is going to be to look at like the big major parts of your life, like your love life, your like relationships, romantic relationships, interpersonal relationships. They don't necessarily, not always the same, right? Your personal relationship with yourself, self-esteem, confidence, whatever, your health, your money story, your career, your leisure time, your power about what you can do and what you can manifest, kind of thinking about like the big areas of your life. And I want you to go into those areas and I want you to look at where is it not a 10? Is there a 10 in any area of your life? Maybe you have no 10s. Maybe you've got some 10s and a bunch of 4s. I want you to just look at, do we have 10s across the board? And if not, why are we blocking ourselves from that? Why are we holding ourselves back? What kind of justification are we giving? Like, well, I need to pay the bills. Even if that seems like a very damn good justification, we need to look at that because it is a limiting belief. So really, everyone that's saying you haven't done the homework, that's okay. I'm giving you the wrap up right here. So do this part first, what I just said. That's your first part, okay? So go look through your life and look at where are the 10s and where are the not 10s. And then we need to figure out, why are you not allowing yourself a 10 in these areas? Is it because of a sense of duty? Like, I have to pay the bills. I can't I got to go to work or stuff like that. Like, we need to look at these things because while they may be true for your current reality, that does not mean they need to continue to be true for where you're going next, right? So we just need to know what you're saying. And then this is the new homework, all right? So this is for everyone. If you've already done it, we're caught up right now. This is your next job. I'm challenging you to start doing 10s in every area. So now that you've identified what's not a 10, that'll help you kind of get an idea of what is a 10. And I want you to start doing those things. So I want you to start, like, let's give some examples. Lucy, this is my sleep pattern has been a negative 10. So what are we going to do then? Set ourselves on a sleep pattern, like go to bed at blankety blank o'clock every week, every day this week, and see what happens when you are able to wake up early and start your day with productivity or whatever the fuck. Let's say that it is not a 10 with your job. All right. So then we need to look at, is it a 10 because I'm in a job that I don't like? Is it the environment I'm at? Is it the people? Is it the job I'm doing? Is it that I'm doing something I don't love? Is it that I want to be having my own business? Is it that I wish I had more free time? Like, look at why and then start making actual steps. So the homework this week is to make actual steps to put 10s into those areas of your life. Turn them into 10s. Turn them into things that bring you passion. And do the things that make you feel alive and make you feel glad and put you in the zone and make you feel at joy, make you feel at ease, make you feel at peace. And if you find yourself settling like, okay, I know that I'm not going to just quit I'm thinking rationally, right? I'm not going to just quit my job this week because Roxy gave out this homework that said only do your 10s. But I'm going to realize that my job is not a fucking 10. And it's not a 10 because let's just pick something. It's not my passion. Well, what is my passion? Well, I really like doing blank. Okay. Do I want to do blank for a job or do I need to do more blank in my life because I need that part of my soul fulfilled? And you start kind of going down this road. Okay, so regardless of whether I'm gonna make it a business, obviously, I need my soul fulfilled in this way by this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm spending 8 hours at work, let me spend 2 hours doing my passion. Let me spend, my lunch breaks doing this or whatever, and you start to make yourself prioritize the 10s in all areas. And then I want you to continue doing that. I want you to start shifting the balance. So where the 10s are not the minority, the 10s are the majority, and then we're on the lookout for anything that's not a 10 and we're not fucking doing it, period. And once you understand that, like, you can just do whatever you want and the money's going to come and everything's going to come when you are aligned to your truest stuff, you don't have to worry about how and all this stuff. It's going to work out. But you need to give yourself that permission to just let go and be the one in the flow, be the one in the passion, be the one doing the thing you said you wanted to do and showing up every day, no matter what it looks like. Or what what you've always thought it could be or something, right? Like you have to start making change, and it's done over time with consistency. Luna says, that's my issue. I have no idea what my passion is. And this is the other thing too, and this is a message I've been getting from a lot of the coaches that I listen to as well, is that not everybody, like, you don't necessarily always have to have like this big passion, like it's this thing, I'm gonna be a horse wrangler or some shit, right? Like, passion could just be like, maybe you love hanging out with your cousins or something, or like you absolutely love to cook, or you feel really excited when you fucking organize a closet, or you love hanging out with your nieces and nephews or some shit. Like, being in passion does not have to be some grand life purpose. It has to be the stuff that just is like, oh yeah, it reminds you of you. It reminds you of why you're here. It brings you back to your true self. It's giddiness. It's free. It's light. It's like cackling with your fucking best friend, if they're still in the chat, cackling with your bitches about some dumb shit and just time. Who cares? I'm just here being and living. That's kind of what I'm talking about, is not necessarily doing these massive things. And again, like quitting your job and starting a turquoise business or whatever. Like, you are leaning into passion and joy and self-satisfaction as many times a day as possible. We've talked about this with shit that brings me joy, but I really want you to start looking in every area of your life, because there's no reason why we should be doing stuff we don't like to do out of a sense of duty, because that sense of duty is, it's just programming, and it's affirmations and it's manifestations. So there's no reason in perpetuating it. Like, I'm not saying quit your job today. Again, like, you may still need to perform the duties, but your mindset does not need to go along with them. How to do that with money. That's actually what I was just talking about. So, and I talked about it on the very beginning of the chat. If you rewind to the very beginning, I talked about separating out money from what you're doing with it. But the thing about it is, like, you have to understand that money is a concept. It's not an amount. It's not paper in your fucking wallet. It's not pixels on your screen. It's not an amount in an account. It is an idea. And while there is a 3D manifestation of money that you do have or don't have access to in the 3D, irrelevant to the future, right? Irrelevant to where we're going. So when you use money, when you consider money, when you think about money, when you feel about money, when you spend it, when you earn it, when you give it, when you receive it, when you find it, when you don't have it, when you do have it, whatever, you have to control the narrative about it. You can spend, you can buy whatever you want. Like, again, rewind to the beginning. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Never mind. It's not the beginning. It's 25 minutes in. That was the beginning for me. 25 minutes in, at the 25-minute mark, I start talking about how to spend money from an abundant mindset. But really, it's like the money concept needs to come from within. And I see a lot of people feeling like they can't do money because they don't physically have it, but who cares? That's not what we're talking about. I didn't ask if you physically had it. I'm asking, what are you saying about it? What story are you telling when you spend it, when you use it, when you think about it, when you feel about it? You have to choose different thoughts about the story of money and then use them every time money comes up. Okay, I just saw a super chat pop through. Oh, Leanne says Roxy shares her own mental attitude when shopping at 11:50. Okay, so it was towards the beginning. Yeah, so 11 minutes and 50 seconds is when I talk about my own attitude about shopping, and then I guess there's another money chat at 25. Thanks, Leanne. Oh, Lucida says my podcast, Roxy's podcast from about 2 weeks ago about money was so good. Thank you, Lucida. I appreciate you. So that's another resource you can use is to check that podcast from 2 weeks ago. And I'll definitely be sharing more. I have to record my podcast tomorrow, like the very last minute. That's okay because I do what I want. It's my business. I do whatever the fuck I want. It'll still be out at Wednesday, 8 a.m. like it always is. So I'm recording new episodes tomorrow, and I'll definitely talk about money concepts on there and abundance and shit. I don't know, fruit and shit. Okay. So it's that time. Oh no, we have a super chat. This is the last super chat. Okay. Lashante, Lashante or Lashante, please let me know if I'm saying your name right. Says, my problem is being consistent with my SP. It's hard with a person to me because they have their own thoughts. Do they though? Okay, you need to watch my Everyone Is You Pushed Out simulation theory video. So that's what they said. Watch that video. And also the thing is that like they may have their own thoughts, but like that doesn't matter because you aren't interacting with just a being with thoughts. You are interacting with a version of that being that has those thoughts because you're choosing them with your thoughts. But if you start thinking different thoughts, then you'll choose a different version of them with different thoughts. So there is no problem that they have their own thoughts. So what? Who cares? I don't care. Let them have them. And they go like this. You control the narrative, period. They do not get to have a say in the story ever, ever, ever. And I don't mean that in a callous way. I'm not saying don't listen to your partner and be, a kind and compassionate partner. My perspective is when you're manifesting them, they don't get a fucking opinion with love. Not in a crazy, like, not in a, sorry, I didn't mean like that. Not in a like possessive way or again, in a malicious way. It is that I'm choosing the story and I choose the fact that they want to be with me, period. And that's it. So when it comes to consistency with an SP, it's 100% your consistency that is the problem, not theirs. Their inconsistency is a reflection of your own. You are inconsistent with your thoughts because you think they have their own. You said it right there. You aren't sticking to your manifestation because they have thoughts. No, they don't. I didn't mean it like that, but like really, like that's kind of the perspective. So you are going to pick the thoughts that they have and that's it, period. That's what they get. It's kind of like with a kid. You're having spaghetti. I don't have kids, but I've seen people parent them. You're having spaghetti. That's what it is. This is spaghetti and this is dinner and yay, yummy spaghetti, eat it. They don't get a choice. They're not looking at the fucking menu. Your specific person is not looking at the menu. If you catch your specific person looking at the menu, thinking that they have a choice in this matter, shut it down immediately. No. You're having the spaghetti. Thanks. You love me and me only, and we're here for the long haul. You're not going anywhere. It's consistent. It's on and on. Check out my new affirmations album on iTunes called Get Lucky. The on and off affirmations, they're here on YouTube actually too. I think we called them Everlasting Love, but they're for on and off relationships. That's what I designed them for, is on and off relationships, but I'm pretty sure we named it Everlasting Love. So check those affirmations and really just understand like they don't get a say. You are the say. If you say they have their own thoughts, then they do. If you say they think this, then they do. But you need to stick with that. Jen, you said you love spaghetti. I know I've been in such a spaghetti mood. Yeah, mood. Okay, let me tell you this. I have to go soon because I'm really hungry right now, but I'm just going to tell you a funny story. So my husband and I work out every Friday. We just work out one day a week. So that's the way we've been able to stay consistent. We found our own consistency is if we can do it on Fridays, then we're good. And then sometimes we can add like another day in here and there. We've talked about adding more, but Friday is our day. So we usually do this one workout. You guys know I always talk about Jillian Michaels. Got you, Lashante. I hope I'm saying your name right. We always do this one workout from Jillian Michaels. It's the day one of 30 Day Shred. I have this DVD that's like 15 years old. I still play the same DVD. I still do the same one workout. because there's 3 workouts on this DVD and you're supposed to like do week 1, week 2, and then go to week 3. In the 15 years that I've used that DVD as my go-to workout, I've probably done workout 2 like maybe 3 times. It is so hard. It is so fucking hard. So this last week on Friday, I was like, babe, you want to try workout 2? Like, let's try it. And we had kind of taken a break like over the holidays. So we're just barely kind of getting back into the flow. I don't think we weren't ready. So excuse me. We do workout 2, and it was so hard. It was so hard. I almost threw up. And then I had a headache for the entire day. I couldn't work. I luckily I work for myself. So I literally couldn't work. I just had to like lay around all day. I had a headache all day. I was craving pizza so bad. So we ordered some vegan pizza, and then I was like in that flavor. And then the next day, Saturday, I was like, let's make some lasagna. So threw together some vegan lasagna. We had no cheese. We made it with tofu, ricotta, and TVP for meat, and it was excellent. And then I just had it again yesterday too. So I've had like spaghetti type all weekend. So I think it's in my mind too. I know. Why did I even tell that story? I know. Hey there. Yes, I am vegan. Quite a few vegs on the chat. I know the pizza was so good. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Okay, so, oh yeah, Leanne, the tofu ricotta was so good, so satisfying, and we just happen to have a box of lasagna noodles in our pantry because we made lasagna a few months ago and we got 2 boxes and we only needed 1. So I was like, oh my God, we have lasagna noodles. Let's just do it. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, you guys are talking about Jillian's? Oh, yeah. Jillian Michaels. Those things will rip you to shreds, man. You will see results the next day. So I have two discs by her DVDs that I've been doing forever. 30 Day Shreds, the one that my go-to. The first one, it's only 20 minutes. And then the No More Trouble Zones, it's like 45 minutes. That shit is so gnarly. But if you, like, you will literally see results the next day. Like, you could literally see cuts in your body the next day after doing that. It is so effective, but it is no fucking joke. So Luna, what eyeliner do I use? Okay, this eyeliner is Lime Crime, but I have to say I'm not a fan of it. I do like Lime Crime. I use their eyebrow stuff. Their customer service is very excellent. Actually, I just bought new eyebrow stuff and I messed up using my coupon code and I emailed them right back and they just refunded me the money of the coupon code. I don't like the eyeliner though because it's like I feel like you have to be like fucking Picasso or some shit. Like you need to be like Leonardo da Vinci with this shit. It's so precise and it's like painting. So I prefer I like the Better Than Sex eyeliner from Too Faced. I think I might go back to that. That's what I used for a long time. Then I switched to this liquidy Lime Crime one, and I'm just not. It's all right, but it's like such a production to put it on, and then your wings end up being huge because you have to like keep making them bigger to make them all crispy. Okay. I gotta go. I'm hungry. It's time for foodings. Okay. All right. Okay. So. Jen says she's like a version of P90X, which I was too afraid to even put in the player. It is. It's totally like a P90X. And it's so fast. Like, how can you not work out for 20 minutes? Like, what kind of excuse can you have for that? Except that it'll just kick your ass. But it works, man. The obliques are coming in. I'm seeing it. It's working. I have serious fitness goals for my video. Like, I need to look good. After like what Miley looked like in her video, I'm like, okay. I need to do some work. Okay. All right. So I love you all. I appreciate you. If you want to join the Lucky Me Syndrome Master Training, we're doing it March 15th. It's on pre-sale right now for 48 hours only. It's $99. And then on Wednesday, it's going to go up to $111. So if you want to save 22 bucks or 20, I don't know what the number, 22? Yeah, 22 bucks. Join now. We're going to be discussing obviously this lucky I don't want to say lucky girl trend. The trend has been lucky girl, but obviously we're lucky people. So, lucky me syndrome, we're going to be discussing this idea of creating our own luck, of existing in a space of just gratitude and magnetism and appreciation and magic, and allowing yourself to kind of flow with the opportunities and the excitement and the joy that life is bringing you, and also practical tips on kind of creating the energy within your body so you can feel it, you can think it, you can practice it, you can make it a part of your environment and really become magnetic to all good things. So this stuff we've been talking about, the tens, kind of diving into the idea of letting life be 10 after 10 after 10 after 10 after 10. So, okay, I got to go. I got to go. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for showing up today. Thank yourselves. Do something nice for yourself. Celebrate. Hang out. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a massage or something. I don't know. Take a bath. Do a face mask. Whatever. Sing your favorite song. Dance to Mariah. Call your friend. Nurture your relationships. And I love you all. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Like Leanne says, join us over on community.roxytalks.com. Sign up for the Lucky Me Master Training. roxytalks.com/live programs. Oh, yeah. Oh, one more thing. Last month I did a hangout for 360. I did a hangout with everybody that was interested in 360, just kind of like talk about the program and let you know what's coming and all that stuff. And I also gave coupon codes out on that call. So I actually loved that. I had so much fun doing it. It's probably one of the most fun things I've done like as of late in my business. So I'm like, why not fucking do it every month? So I'm going to do every month. I will be getting together with people on my list. You have to be on my email list to get the invite. So if you're not on my email list, go to my website and click the free resources tab and download anything that's free. You'll get on my email list. I'm going to be sending out an email invite for a Zoom this Friday. And I'm going to be talking about the programs that we're doing for March. So we have, obviously, I just told you about Lucky Me Syndrome, and then also the group program that's happening for March. So we'll be talking about that, and I'll be giving away coupon codes, pre-sale codes. So that's going to be a new thing. So if you're interested, if you're somebody that's like, I like being in the community, I want to have the discussions about what we're dealing with, I want to know what's going on, I want to know what programs you're doing to see if they align with where I'm at right now to potentially join, you want to be in this group because this is where I'm going to give like all the pre-sale prices to and all the discount codes. So you're going to get everything first. Okay. So thank you, Leanne. Leanne just popped the link in the chat. You can sign up directly for this specific list right here at the link Leanne just put. Or sorry, no, you just put, sorry. I got confused. I thought you were putting the direct link to the sign up. Are those my eyebrows? I knew it. God. I was like waiting to put my eyebrows on because I just ordered new ones. Not eyebrows, but the stuff. And they came. It would have been too late to wait. So I apologize. The link that Leanne just put in the chat is the link to the free resources page. So if you click what she just put in the chat, you can download any of the stuff that's free there. It'll get you on my list. And then I'm going to send out an invite to this private Zoom chat. So it's a Zoom chat. We're going to get together. We are going to be talking about programs. I am going to be telling you what I'm offering, and I am going to be giving you discount codes. So it's partially to talk about the programs, and it's also partially to talk about why we're having those programs. So why are we all in this space together? Why are we all kind of dealing with this thing together? Because everyone deals with the same shit at the same time. What is the energy that people are in right now that we need these programs, and like what you're going to get out of them? So those Zoom chats are going to be happening monthly now. Shantae says, oh, good. That last Zoom was so much fun. It means a lot to see all my friends' faces. Me too. It was okay. That's the thing. I had so much fun because, well, obviously I got to get with you guys, but like I got to see your faces on Zoom. So I got to see so many people that I've only seen screen names for. And we had a really good chat, and we like really just like got down to the nitty gritty, and we talked about 360. We talked about manifesting. And they got a good ass discount code too. So I'm going to be making that a monthly thing. If you're interested in that and you want to like know what's coming on, what programs we're doing, you want to connect with the community and kind of, Leanne says it's kind of like a Mindset Friday. Yeah, it's kind of like a Mindset Friday, but you understand I'm coming there to talk about the program. So just know that that's what's coming. You will get a coupon code for being there. I just want full transparency. That's kind of like, I feel like Why try to convey it over email or text or, social media posts? Like, let's get together and let's talk about why we're in this space, why we need these programs, what we're going to get out of them. Also, I get more inspiration from you guys to know what you're dealing with. And you can kind of see like what's on the horizon and see if it like aligns with what you're doing, Mer Family says it was the best. I know I literally got off that thing and I was like, that was like one of the best things I've ever hosted. I don't know why. Like, I just had such a good time talking about 360 coming up. I don't know. We had a good time. So, oh yeah. So anyways, long story short, I'm doing another one this Friday. If you want the invite to it, get on my email list and I'm sending out the link to register for it. Okay. So when you get registered for it, then you're going to be on that list and you're going to get invited to those hangouts every month. And I'm going to be doing them like pretty much like the first Friday of every month is kind of how I'm looking at it right now. So, okay, now I'm done. I have to go because it's time to eat dinner and I'm hungry. And I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for joining and thank you for being here. Thank you for putting yourself first and putting your mindset first. Danny says, I'm convinced might have to join. Yeah, please do, Danny. And I'm pretty sure you're already on my email list, so you'll get the invite. I'm sending it out tomorrow. Sending out the invite tomorrow. And the hangout will be Friday. We're going to be talking about Lucky Me Syndrome program and the new March program that's coming out, which is a new thing I've never offered before. So that's another reason why I want to get together and talk about it, because I kind of have to explain some stuff about it because it's a different kind of coaching space than I've ever offered before. So, thank you, Leanne. I have a code up here too. I'm not Leanne, Dina. There's a code up here at the top. You said that the code works. Yay. Okay, yes, you can scan this code also to sign up for Lucky Me Syndrome Master Training happening March 15th. And then, of course, we're having the free hangout on Zoom on Friday where you'll get to hear about what programs we're doing for March and what they're going to help you with. So, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. See you next week. Bye.